Welcome to Gino's Comic to Comic Podcast. Here's your host, Gino.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 27. You heard me, episode 27. This is the first episode of our second full year, our second season. Still can't believe we made it through the first season. Luckily, there's still enough comedians out there that haven't watched the show that will still come on here. So before we get to anything, we got to introduce our co-host. Oh, wait, he's not here again, Todd. The world's greatest motherfucking co-host is barely hanging on to the co-host title right now because what was his excuse today? Oh, yeah, I just woke up. At fucking 6:30? No.
That one's not acceptable.
I'm not going with it either. So if you're out there watching Bubby, fuck you. I don't know where you are, but whatever. I'm sure you're a goddamn liar. You were awake. So
maybe he's gotten so famous from this podcast that he's getting some coups somewhere.
That must be it because every week when we do the podcast, I say everybody needs a Bubby, and apparently somebody's taking him up on that. I find it hard to believe, but it could happen. He is lovable and sexy as hell. And do we have his picture up there?
Yeah, frozen Bubby's on the screen.
That's kind of the same thing as the real Bubby. I mean, he doesn't do a whole hell of a lot on here. I just threw him a bone because he just wanted to be involved. So I let him sit here and laugh. And the one thing I do let him do, and it was only because he kept whining about how I didn't let him have any time on the air, is I let him do the stupid joke of the week. Well, since he's not here, I'm going to do stupid joke of the week, and I promise I won't fuck it up like he always does. The last two times he did stupid joke, he stopped. We put it on a teleprompter for him, and he stopped reading when he got to the punchline and then couldn't understand why he didn't get the joke. It really helps if you tell the punchline to understand the joke. So we don't have to worry about that today. So.
I don't think it's joke telling. I think it's reading.
Yeah, I think you're right. He says he's bad at jokes. No, he's bad at reading.
It's a little different in Bergenstown, the reading of it.
I'm sure they got to sign up. What is that, Hooked on Phonics they do down there? I don't know. But anyway, I'm now going to do the stupid joke of the week. Now, remember, these are so dumb that they're supposed to be funny, all right? So a guy walks into a doctor's waiting room, and as he's walking in, a nun is coming out in tears. He walks in and says to the doctor, "What was the matter with that nun?" The doctor says, "Well, I just told her she's pregnant." The guy says, "Wait, the nun's pregnant?" He goes, "No, but it sure cured her hiccups." We got a little drum roll. We need a little ba-dum-bump. All right, so that was stupid joke of the week.
I was late on it.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll do my own. So that was stupid joke of the week. So, all right, I can't wait any longer. I'm pretty excited about having this guest on. I will tell you how we met after he comes on, but this guy, national headliner, he's been everywhere. He's from L.A., living in Pittsburgh now. Why he made that move, he could tell you. I don't understand, but it's okay. So, none further, I give you Johnny Lee Dam.
Thank you for having me on. Yeah, I don't live in Pittsburgh. I live in Newcastle.
It's all the same.
No, it is not. There's no. We don't put French fries on our salad in Newcastle.
Well, you're fucked up then.
No,
you need to.
It's definitely it's like generations behind Pittsburgh. It's a little underfunded too. I mean, our canine unit is a 17-year-old Chihuahua named Jitters. It doubles as a police chief's emotional support dog. But I digress. No, yeah, thank you. I'm never going back to LA. I love it here. I do. We have trees. We have seasons. You think I'm crazy for leaving LA, but when you're getting ready to make a left turn and the car slows down to let you in, I'm done. I'm moving here. This is where I'm fucking living from now on. I just know it's been a great journey though. 9 years here now. 9 years next month.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, and I'm the first comic on your second season.
Yes.
That's an incredible birthday present.
You
I turn
are.
60 next week.
Get up.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
60.
By the way, that is not why I think you're crazy, but okay, if that's what you want to believe. So, all
I
right,
think
so
Johnny has the best haircut in all of comedy.
Oh, this is not a haircut. It's a hairline. I'm 60.
I'm working the same hairline.
we should all just sport that.
I love it. I love it. I do. It's maintenance free. Just
Yeah.
I do. I love it. It's my daughter thinks I'm cool now, which is never happened ever. ever. So no, it's
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I have to tell them how you and I met. So I
We
think
were
we might
bashing
have
meat.
we might have went.
we were bashing meat.
Yes, we might have met one other time, I think, at the Improv, but just for a second. But the first time that we ever really talked or got to know each other was we were doing a show, and I swear to you, the name of the show was Meat Bash. And
Could have just called it
I
Crossing
think I
Swords.
watched a porn with that name.
I did watch, there was a porn called Meat Bash, but that was a whole different. That's not the one Johnny and I were in.
Darn.
But it was actually,
It was a lot of fun.
it was really weird. It was fun. It was a small crowd, no stage, no microphone.
Acapella.
Yeah, but we did good. We had a good time, and the crowd seemed to like us, and they were actually really cool, and I ended up having a good time. And I think you won some meat after, didn't you?
I think we all got to take some meat home.
I don't remember if I did or not, but they
you were
had.
eating it raw. It was pork, and you were eating it raw. It was
Oh,
pork
that's
and
right.
nacho,
I
and
ate
you
mine
fucked
there.
that shit
I
anyway.
forgot I ate mine there. So
That was a lot of fun. It was a great time.
yeah, they gave away. That was the prize. They had like a raffle with some kind of charity, and afterwards they raffled off meat.
It was for She Deserves, because I just did another one for him last month. It was a cornhole tournament, which we're going to get into that in a second, because you guys are really fucking weird here. Where I come from, a man don't ask another man to play cornhole. Well, not in front of the wife and kids, anyway. And they don't play it in the yard. But yeah, it was a strange thing. It was very interesting. Susan Miller put together. Susan Miller, she put. that
Yeah, I
together.
met her. She's pretty cool.
Got a great charity. She Deserves, which she built after her daughter passed away, who died in a car accident. I found that out finally. So I was like, how'd that happen? I know. Side note, nobody cares. So yeah, that wasn't the strangest comedy show I've ever done, which I saw was on the list. So
Oh yeah, we'll get to
we'll
that.
get to
Don't
that.
jump
We-
ahead.
No, I'm
Pencils
just saying,
down.
I'm just saying that wasn't the strangest one I've ever done. That was a strange one.
Oh, it
But
was.
it wasn't the strangest
It
one I've
was
ever done.
strange and yet really fun.
I had a blast.
Like
Plus,
I
got to
did
meet
too.
you. I got to actually sit and break bread with you.
Yes, that
Which is
was a lot
good
of
way to
fun.
get to know
Breaking
someone.
bread with Gina is an experience.
It is. It requires
done it, and
it
it's
requires
frightening.
therapy afterwards. But it was worth it. I mean, it burned a bit, but I'm okay.
Oh my God! Luckily, you didn't come to Golden Corral with me, Todd. We think we're
I
going
was
to do
with
that
you
again.
last week at Golden Crown.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, that was another Golden Corral trip I took.
I'm not allowed.
Apparently,
in
I
Golden
really
Corral.
like that place.
I'm not allowed in Golden Corral anymore. They heard my joke and won't let me in.
All right, let's hear it.
Oh no. You gotta come to a fucking show.
Damn it!
Oh no, I drive. We drive as comics. We drive.
Yep.
That's what we do. We drive. We drive everywhere, and I have a short attention span. So after about 2 hours, I get bored. I'll start dialing numbers I see on bumper stickers, and I've actually dialed 1-800 each shit. It's a Golden Corral. Direct line to the salad bar. No one answers.
Oh my God, we just went there last week, but when the hell was that? In September, we went. I took 10 comedians in a van, and we went to Golden Corral for lunch, and then we left there and went to Butler, to Ponderosa for dinner, and it was called Gino's Buffet Road Trip.
I need to be on the next one.
I'm gonna. Samantha keeps hitting me up. We got to do another one. I think we have like 2,100 views. We filmed as much as we could, and we put it together as a podcast. And I think we got like over 2,000 views on it. And I think we need to do it again. But I'm gonna have to find different buffets. I don't want to go to the same buffet, and we can't go to a Chinese buffet because we'll have to use the bathroom right after. So.
Oh, come on now. No, that's gas station sushi that we have to do that.
I like gas station. Good shit.
You would.
I would.
You would. Pineapple on pizza.
That's right.
Hey, whoa. Pineapple on pizza fucking rocks.
I'm outnumbered today.
I put pineapple on my tacos, though, so I
Oh
mean.
my God!
My wife does that, and that was almost divorce.
You married well, my friend. You married
We
very
were
well.
about 5
Above your station, I might add.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We were about 5 episodes into this, and he hadn't talked much on the podcast at all. He was just doing his producer thing over there. And I mentioned on air how I like Hawaiian pizza. I like pineapple on a pizza. And he just, that was it. He couldn't take it anymore. He goes, hold on a minute. And he said, that's disgusting. And I go, that's what it took to get him to talk on here.
Like, so walks out of the room, hear him
And
go to the
now
bathroom, start twerking.
Now Bubby doesn't show up, so now I'm kind of forced to
Yeah,
talk.
now you have to talk because the co-host really isn't the co-host anymore. But I do like Hawaiian pizza.
Did I just witness a firing?
I don't know. I think maybe. I think he
I feel
kinda,
dirty,
I
but in
think-
a good kind of way.
I think we'll have to punish him. He'll do the one chip challenge or something.
Oh.
When he comes back.
we're gonna have to do something.
'Cause
The one chip
we
challenge.
pay a lot here, so you know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to duct tape him to the chair next time so he can't leave.
Wax his face.
I got
or
duct tape
something.
right in the car. It's no big
That
deal.
does not surprise me.
Well,
I would have been surprised if
chloroform
you
and duct
did-
tape, the
if you
date kit.
didn't have it. Yes. Does this smell like
Absolutely.
chloroform?
Yeah, don't just ignore that chloroform smell. It always smells like that. Got some candy though. So,
Tear-stained mattress
Oh,
in the
my
back
God.
of his van.
the show that's coming on tonight, the Rock Comedy Show. I'll tell you more about that. You want to watch it? It's going to be on right after this. Is Chrissy Costa went first, and she did this thing about how when she was young, a van pulled up and took the girl that she was walking with. They had candy in the van. They go, "Hey, you want some candy?" And got her to come near the van, and they grabbed her and took her. But they ended up dropping her like nothing. Luckily, she was okay. They dropped her off. And Chrissy said, for years I was wondering why they left me like they. She goes, they had really good candy, like the big candy bars. She goes, I kept thinking, what could have I done differently?
Get
They
in the
would have
van.
kidnapped me too.
Just to get in the
And I
van.
go, oh my God, that's so funny. I love her.
I love
She was
Chrissy.
just on
Chrissy's
the Willie
very cool.
show with us, and she was hilarious. And she got propositioned by a young lady, wanted her to, two women come over and talk to her and wanted her. And I was standing right there. I heard the whole thing. They wanted her to join a threesome. And she gave them her number and said, call her like the next time she's in town. But she was going to Sheets with us. And she posted on Facebook, I got asked to be in a threesome tonight, but I went to Sheets with my boys, and it was a picture of the four of us with Chrissy, and I said, you made the wrong call.
She did, because I think the pictures would have been much more interesting from the threesome.
Yes, no
Definitely.
doubt.
I love Chrissy. She's an amazing, amazing human being, a great comedian, and
Yeah.
very honest with everybody who she is. And I love that.
Yes.
You don't get that with everybody.
No, she's hilarious.
I will never have a bad thing to say about her.
No, she's awesome. All right, so let's get to it. I've been looking forward. So I have no idea where you're going to go with any of these, but the beautiful thing about these questions is I ask different questions of every guest. And Todd says, where the fuck does this stuff come from? It's just the retarded shit that goes around my head. I don't know, but I have fallen into some great stories out of some of these questions, so I'm sure that I will do the same today. But we'll start out with a softball one. We'll give you, do you prefer Baskin Robbins or Dairy Queen?
They're both garbage. Baskin Robbins used to be good when it was 31 flavors. 31. You might be too young to remember.
They're not
that.
31 flavors now?
I'm a lot older than you think.
They're not 31 flavors. It's just Baskin Robbins. They got rid of the 31 flavors.
I haven't been there in a long time.
Just like KFC's
Yeah.
no longer Kentucky Fried Chicken because
Yes.
it's not fucking chicken. It's
I don't care. You tell me it's chicken, it's chicken. Look, by the way, I just ate 2 McRibs on the way here, and if you motherfuckers tell me it's not pork, I don't care, all right? You tell me it's pork, it tastes like pork until I find out differently.
you
I
ate
like
two?
Two.
I've never had one.
Oh,
And I'm not a healthy person.
really?
I'm not.
'Cause
No,
you
I'm the
seem
only
like
reason.
you're one of them health
No,
kind
the
of
only
guys.
reason I'm just thin is because I had to get a job with Amazon when the pandemic hit. I lost a year and a half's worth of work in 3 days. And I had to go to Amazon to get a fucking job. Now I have a work wife. I don't know how that happened. It's just I don't know. Just I'm in the lunchroom. Someone made a comment. Now every day I have to give Kathy half my fucking Twinkie. Seriously,
You can take that
yeah.
multiple ways.
I will tell you though, work wives and regular wives are a lot alike. For instance, no sex, which is cool because you don't want a coworker seeing you cry.
Good point.
But no, we live where I live now. We have a little family-owned custard shop, which I've noticed there's a lot of those all over the place.
Yeah.
Every town has their own custard shop, frozen custard shop. That shit blows Baskin Robbins and DQ away.
Yeah.
DQ, I love a Blizzard, but I don't know what the fuck is in it except the Reese's.
Don't
That's
care.
it. Reese's, when I started seeing water form on the top, it's like, ugh. No. But Baskin Robbins used to be the go-to, but they had 31 flavors.
Yes.
31 flavors. But then we got ADD and they said, no more 31 flavors. So I like the little local custard shops. I really do. But if I had to pick between the two, gun to my head, shoot me.
See, I think for me, I think it's Dairy Queen. I don't think it has anything to do with whether I like it or not. I think it's just because we used to go to Dairy Queen when we won in baseball. when we were kids.
Okay.
And so now I just assume Dairy Queen makes you feel like a winner when you go to Dairy Queen. I think that's what it is. I don't really know, but I love going to Dairy Queen.
response.
Just there. I mean, I might go there twice a year, but when I go, it's kind of exciting.
I will say, you guys close your ice cream shops down like, boom, come like September. They shut down unless they have a dining room.
Right.
They shut down, and I'm not used to that because being from LA, it's 90 degrees.
Because it's warm all the time.
Yeah,
You're
well,
going to rub
half
that
the
in
state's
now.
on fire all the fucking time. So yeah,
Well,
it's very
that's
warm.
true, too.
It's very warm. But yeah, so it took me a while to get used to that, and then having to show my ID and having to scan my ID to buy beer is really ridiculous. Fuck off, Giant Eagle. Fuck off.
The other cool thing about Dairy Queen is they have a really good hamburger at Dairy Queen. Their burgers are pretty good. What?
You said that with a straight fucking face? That's not
You don't
even
like
a
the burger
burger.
at Dairy Queen?
Dude,
I'm
they don't
not-
even make
I
it
don't
there.
mind it, but I mean, only you would point out that Dairy Queen has good burgers.
He ate a McRib, for Christ's sake.
McRib's tremendous. Of the fast food burgers, Dairy Queen's up there.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Up there?
Yeah.
They don't even cook it there. They heat it there, but they didn't make it there.
See, you're
That-
picking
that's
now.
like thinking that
I
they
don't
make
give a
donuts
fuck.
at Dunkin'. They don't make donuts at Dunkin'.
I know, and you tell me McRib's not pork. I don't care.
We
all right?
know. We can tell.
I told you, I love Golden Corral.
Yeah, I think DQ out of the two of those because of the blizzard, of course.
A lot of blizzards.
The Blizzard is good. I will say that.
I'm gonna throw one off the cuff. Is Rita's Italian Ice?
Yeah, that's a whole different thing.
That's
Yeah,
my,
that's pretty good.
that's
It's not
my,
ice
I hear they
cream
don't
on
use
project.
real Italians, though.
Nah, they don't.
Or ice. True. So knowing how snobby Johnny is now about food.
I'm not snobby.
Oh, here it goes.
I
Oh,
just
wait.
know what I like.
Wait, and so I'm sure he's going to hate this next question. So, do
You're
you
gonna hate my
prefer
answer.
your deli meat sliced or chipped?
To be honest,
He doesn't eat deli meat.
I can go either way. No, I used to work in a butcher
you
shop.
go either way.
Yeah,
I heard that. About
Yeah,
it.
well, 50% more
I
dance
wasn't gonna
partners.
bring it up.
No, I worked at a butcher shop up in West Middlesex for a little while, and I mean, we had our own kill floor that I would not go to because I think they hated me. But yeah, sliced and chipped are two different things. Sliced for the sandwiches, chipped for the cream chip beef. So yeah, I mean, I've never had chip chopped ham, as my wife says. You've never had chip chopped ham. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I love cream chip beef. Shit on a shingle, love it. Love
me
it.
too.
You get the toast done
Yep.
just right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I like both.
Hey, we agree on. We found a food item we agree on.
Yeah, I like
and
both.
I do like. I normally get sliced on everything except if I'm making ham barbecues, and then it's got.
You're making what?
ham barbecues.
That's a Pittsburgh thing. You gotta explain.
No. I know what ham
Okay.
barbecue. It's chipped. It's like chipped up ham with barbecue sauce.
Right.
Cook it real quick.
Yeah,
and you
it's
throw it
got
in
to
a
be
bun.
chipped down.
Eyes
Yeah.
is chip chopped ham.
You need to isolate sauce. They make their own barbecue sauce too.
I would like to try that. No,
Yeah,
no, I
it's
like
pretty-
both. I am not. No, both are awesome. But I'm not buying
Really
that shit at
stunned
Giant
by that.
Eagle.
I thought he was going to hate both of them.
No.
All right, so now I'm hoping you'll tell us about something you do hate. We'll segue right into that. Was a great segue. I'm really getting good at this hosting thing. We're going to ask you now, who is the worst boss you've ever had?
Okay, I had to give this one some thought because I almost threw a booker's name in there, or a booker. I wasn't going to put their name out because I like to continue to work. Not for them, but other bookers go, and I get it. I took a part-time job at a local scrapyard in Newcastle, and the boss was such a okay. What are my limits on words here?
You say whatever you want.
can
Okay,
say
it was like someone took a vagina and put it in the middle of a cunt. She was that nasty. I'm sorry, ladies. She was that nasty. She was horrible. She was. I mean, you walk in, your boss says good morning or hey, what's up? Or no, you'd walk in, she'd go, you know what? You should have been here 5 minutes ago. It's like, I'm 5 minutes early. Yeah, well, we needed you then. It's like, okay, I'm here now and I'm 5 minutes early. Or she would call you on your day off, tell you need to come in. It's like, no, I don't need to come in. If you don't come in, you're fired. You can't fire me. Why? Because I fucking quit. Boom. And then the next day, well, how come you're not here? Because I fucking quit. Oh, well, we really need you in here. She was horrible. She would not talk to anybody nicely. But if her son who worked there did anything wrong, we would buy a lot of cars, a lot of scrap cars. People leave gas in them occasionally. They have to empty them in the yard before they go into the crusher. Her son would be so high all the time, he would forget to empty the gas, and he'd just send it to the crusher, and then we'd hear this loud explosion, and shit would fall off the desk. And then she would start yelling at us because we didn't make sure that they had emptied the gas out of the car when they brought it in. Not her son, who was fed it into the... No. So, yeah, she was a horrible... She was about 4'2" around, and about the same. She was basically a sphere. She was a ball, and just nasty. They called her Krusty Christie. That was her nickname in high school, Krusty Christie.
Man.
And she was the worst, just gassy as a motherfucker. Oh my God. She would eat cheeseburgers 2 at a time and just stand by you and just fart. I mean, she wouldn't even try and hide it. You could actually see her pushing one out, just trying to do it. She was just a horrible, I am exaggerating to a degree here, but she was just a horrible,
That's what we do here.
horrible person. She's never going to see this. She doesn't even know how to work a computer. I'm okay. And if she does, what is she going to do? Nothing. No, she was horrible. Horrible. Stole money from the company. They fired her. Then they hired her back, and that's when I went, oh, I have to leave this place. If you can steal, get fired, and get hired back, yeah, I don't want to work here anymore at all. Then they came in and said, we're drug testing today. It's like, wait a minute, what? No, I smoked weed this morning. We're not doing that. No, I smoke weed. So, yeah.
So does, what would you say, Todd? 75, 80% of the people we've had on here?
Oh yeah, more. It might.
I
be
bet
If I
I
had
might
to
be
gauge,
low.
I'd say 75 to 80% of the people in the room.
I'd be lowballing it. Yeah. I'm the only one that doesn't smoke weed. In the
I don't.
comedy scene that
I've
I
never in
know
my
of.
entire life.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I don't like the smell of it. It's weird, but I
Well, you're
smoke
not
cigars.
snorting it, you're smoking it.
I don't
It's a
know.
whole different
I never did. I just smoke cigars. That's it.
I mean, I used to, but I have for a long time. But I
That explains the McRib.
Well, the McRib,
Maybe they
the
five.
rib's probably better high. But so I had a friend of mine, before I tell you about that show, I had a friend of mine, a young kid on my softball team. He's like in his mid-20s, and he walks up to me before a game, and he goes, Gino, I look for you for guidance. And I go, that's your first mistake. And he goes, why the fuck didn't you tell me that sex is so much better when you're fucking after you smoke weed? And I said, I thought it was common knowledge. But I will tell you this, while we're on the subject, cartoons are better, cereal's better, movies are better, comedy's better. In fact, how about this? Everything's better after you smoke weed.
I won't take the stage if I've smoked. I won't.
Oh, my
I'll smoke
God.
after the stage. I'll smoke on the way to a show just to kind of get the creative juices. But once I'm like settled in, I can't do anything until I'm done. I really can't.
I was telling Izzy, he had forgot the first time I ever met Izzy for real. He's been a guest on this show, and we were in a contest at the Improv together, and we both made it through that round. And so they bring everybody up on stage to take pictures and everything. So I'm standing next to him, and I'd never met him before, but I liked his set. So I said, hey, dude, congrats, good job. And he turned and looked at me, and his eyes were about this wide open, and he goes, thanks, bro. And I go, you're really fucking high right now, aren't you? And he goes, yes, sir.
I love Izzy.
And
I've
I
only
said,
met him
me
once, but I love
too.
him.
And I said, so you got high to come on stage? And he goes, I smoked a blunt. I found out where I was on the list, and I went out like 2 comics before I was going to come on, smoked a blunt in the parking lot, and came again. And I go, how the fuck could you go on stage after you smoked a blunt? He goes, calms me down, bro. I'll never forget his eyes lit up in there to calm me down. Like, I could not. There's
I want
no
the
way.
nerves. I want the nerves before I go on stage. I
Yeah.
need the nerves. Because if I don't have them, I build them up. Yeah, and I can't smoke a whole blunt. I can take a hit or two, and I'm like, okay, we're done. And then
Yeah.
maybe a couple hours later, but yeah, I can't do. And I haven't smoked a joint in I don't know how fucking long.
It's been
I mean, I got a vape pen, I got
14 years
a
from when
glass,
I-
yeah, but no.
14, 15 years.
Now I use weed as a tool because it if I took ibuprofen for all my pain, I would have a liver the size of a walnut and probably just as hard. So yeah, it's weed's really good for pain.
Yeah.
Big fan of mushrooms too. Big fan of mushrooms.
I haven't done them in a long time.
Oh,
I once we played 4-on-4 basketball, and my team was all on mushrooms, and we killed this other team. I don't know how.
You probably literally killed them, and they're buried
Well,
somewhere.
the thing, they were getting mad because what happened was the basket looked like it was 20 feet wide. So we could just like throw it up from anywhere and it would go in. And like I would get a rebound and my buddy'd start breaking the other way. I wouldn't even look. I'd just throw it like this and he'd run when he throws and the ball would go right into his hands and he'd just shoot and it would go in. And they were getting, because we would laugh then when it went through because we thought it was fucking hilarious that we even make a basket.
They thought you were mocking
And
them.
they thought we were mocking them, and they were getting really mad at us.
I'm still trying to picture you playing basketball.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I mean, I don't
could
mean that
move then.
offensively. I'm just
It's a
still
visual.
No, I could move then, not now.
Get the
Yeah,
Larry
you're about
Bird
my age.
shorts and the high socks.
Yep,
Shit starts to
that's
hurt.
the
huh?
one. So, all right, we got to get to this now because I've been looking forward to asking you this because I know you've been all over the place, and you probably like I've only done a few, well, maybe more than a few strange shows, but. I really want to hear this.
Oh,
What was
you-
the crazy, strangest comedy show you've ever done?
All right. Well, there's the one at 6 o'clock in the morning at Al Dhafra Air Base in UAE, which really wasn't that strange. It was 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that would be weird.
I think the one I would say is my strangest was at the Whitetail Nudist Resort in,
knew his was better
in
than mine.
Virginia. And I was co-headlining with another comedian named Timothy Forrester Hairston, and he and I both had to do an hour. And you can or don't have to be naked. And there's a whole story to this. I already decided I was going to go naked. I was going to do it naked. I'm at a nudist resort. Why be the guy wearing clothes? It doesn't make sense. I was still nervous. I was intimidated by it. He is a Irish Catholic from Chicago. We just met. We just did a gig in Morgantown at the Wits End at the Ramada Conference Center, and then we were going to go the next day down to the nudist resort. And he's sitting there at the bar with me. He goes, "Dude, I don't know, man. I'm a repressed Catholic. I just don't think I can do this. I don't think I can be naked." I'm like, "Then don't. It's cool." We get there. Well, he gets there before me. I check in. I said, "Is the other guy here?" They go, "Oh, are you kidding? Is he here?" "Oh, he's here, all right. He's running around naked drinking margaritas with everybody he can find." But then we get up and we do the show. And when you walk on stage and you're nude and everybody's looking at you, I mean, it's already weird enough because you're doing comedy, everybody's looking at you, until you get used to that. But now you're nude and it's like the end of March. So it's cold. Very cold. Like very cold. It was -2, and I'm not talking degrees. After about 10 seconds, the fear goes away. You're just doing your comedy now, and everyone else is nude. And they're all walking around with their towels like they're an extra on, Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, where everybody has to bring your towel. That's for the smart people. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't know that one. You're
Hitchhiker's
in the
Guide.
wrong
No,
crowd.
Hitchhiker's
You need to
Guide.
know your crowd, Johnny.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Todd and I we don't read. We barely can
You
do
ate a
the stupid
McRib. I
joke.
know you don't read.
That's right. I didn't read the ingredients. That's for fucking sure.
But it was quite weird because afterwards they're like, "All right, let's go party." It's like, okay, are we gonna get dressed first? No. And I'm seeing men that are. I'm gonna quote David Kay. This is David Kay's line, not mine. It's like seeing your parents and all of their friends naked. That's who's at the nudist resort. That is David, and I love that line, David. That's why I gave you credit for it. One guy had a piercing on the seam of his scrotum.
Oh.
And it wasn't just a teeny tiny, it was a ring.
Oh.
Had some bulk and weight to it.
Oh.
And it was like tugging it down.
That makes me.
Yeah,
painful.
it was, and he was like the manager, owner of this place. And there are people that live there, and bless their hearts. This is Virginia. It's fuck. If you're gonna live in a nudist resort, Florida is the place to go. Someplace where it's warm. It was cold as fuck, and they're just walking around naked.
Wow.
Just no kids, thank God. Yeah, very strange, very strange. And then after the show, I went back to my room. My room was by room. It was a little. They took a mobile home and then sectioned it off into rooms. So I had a room in a mobile home, and I hear 3 people go into the room next door, and I hear 2 people get busy, and then one of them stops, and all of a sudden I hear, "Aw." And then the other one gets tapped in and finishes the job. And I'm just lying there just going, I am never going to masturbate again.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, that was The Strangers. It was fun, though. Crushed it.
That is
Had a really good
strange.
time.
In fact, I haven't done that many I mean, we've all done the show with like 3 or 4 people, but I think the strangest show maybe that I've done was the other show that I don't know if you remember. We did a second show together after the Meat Bash, and it was at Mike's Beer Bar.
I almost wore that shirt, yeah.
Yeah, and so the only reason it was strange was the place was packed.
Yes.
I mean, packed,
It
wall
was.
to wall. However, none of them knew a comedy show was going to happen.
Combat comedy.
So Dale Miller, who put the show together, goes
Bless his heart.
up there and turns on the thing and does a sound check, and nobody pays attention. Then he starts trying to be the host, and nobody pays attention. And then he introduces all of us. And so when I was on stage, now I'm in front of a packed room that half the people are paying attention to me, and the other half of the people don't even know I'm there. They're talking to each other loudly, and they have no clue that I'm even on. So what I had to do, Johnny gave me a tip going up there. He goes, just focus on the ones that are paying attention, the ones that are looking at you. Don't worry about the ones that, because I said, dude, this is fucked up. He goes, don't worry about the ones. I said, cool. So I just, luckily there was 2 tables in front.
Yeah.
And the one right to the side of the stage, they were tremendous. They were locked in on every comedian.
They were fantastic.
Yeah, so I would look here, and then I'd turn to them. And the 100 or so people over here, I'd never even looked at.
Fuck them
because
people.
they didn't even notice. It was fucking crazy. But it was fun, though.
It was actually, I've had like 3 or 4 of those shows recently. Anthony Morelli does the one up in the Voodoo Brewing in Erie, which is the same situation, just combat comedy. Have you done Rusty Gold?
No.
The Rusty Gold Brewery in Canonsburg? Dale books that one too.
Yeah,
Dale
yeah.
is, by the way, folks, hook up with Dale Miller. This guy is going places. He's getting stronger on stage every time I see him, and he's putting together some phenomenal shows. We just did the Hotel Conneaut at Conneaut Lake.
Oh, nice.
And I got to headline that one, and it was amazing. Just fantastic. It was, yeah, so Dale's putting together some
Yeah, I've
good
done
stuff.
a couple with him. He's pretty cool guy.
Stay in touch with that guy. But yeah, that was an interesting show.
It was.
I had some friends show up, and they were like, I thought everyone was going to be another show. I said, no, it's just you. Just you and your mom.
Would you do a show naked, Gino?
I don't think so. I don't know.
See, like,
Not when it's cold
I mean,
out. That's
I'm
for
not a
damn
comic
sure.
like you guys, but if I was a comic and I went on stage, I would like maybe dress my wiener up with like a tuxedo or something. You know what I mean, for the effect. And I wouldn't just go out completely naked.
Kevin Downey Jr. went out in a bow tie. I just went out in flip-flops because I wasn't going to walk around. I'm like, okay, you can see my penis, but I'm not letting my feet touch this floor. Some weird priorities.
That's a damn good point, actually.
Yeah, it was like walking around the gym, flip-flops.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I get creeped out at the fucking guys walking around naked at the fucking gym. So I don't know if I could even be at a nudist colony.
This couple took me back to their trailer to get me high, and they said, "Well, hop on the back of our golf cart." I'm like naked on a golf cart, and I'm sitting on the back seat, so I'm facing away from the direction we're going, and I was like,
That's tremendous.
it was weird. That was the strangest show I've ever done. I mean, I've done stuff in Iraq
yeah,
and
that's way
Afghanistan.
stranger than Mike's
That was
Beer
strange.
Bar.
That
Yeah,
was-
Mike's
that was
wasn't that strange now that you put it like that.
Dude, you have so many opportunities ahead of you that you don't even know yet. I cannot wait because almost every comic gets an opportunity to do a naked show. They almost.
I'm glad you warned me at least.
Yeah,
You do it.
Maybe
I,
I'll
you
cut
would
out
do
the
it.
carbs.
You would do it, dude. Like I said, okay, I weighed 50 pounds more. I was a fucking Adonis there. Okay. Seriously, I looked horrible, but I was.
I
the
would
good-looking
definitely
guy.
take a blue pill like an hour before the show, so at least it was a little hard. Because I don't want it to just be Because
You gotta have a
here's the
good
thing.
showing.
So,
Yeah.
so I used to have. I've talked on here before. I used to have a pretty bad cocaine problem years ago. And the thing is that those of you who don't know that when you do cocaine, it is like your dick is like you just came out of an ice bath. I mean, it goes into hiding. So now when you
But
go
the
to have
spirit
sex,
is willing.
Well, yeah, everything else is it wants to, but it's just in hiding. I mean, once you could get if you could get it hard, then it'll stay hard forever. But the thing is that chicks that you're doing coke with that want to have sex, I don't care what they say. You could tell them, hey, you heard about coke dick, or I promise it gets bigger. They'll tell you, oh, yeah. They don't. And so that is their first vision of it. You're
I kind of
screwed.
want to hear the end of that story.
You're
don't you?
screwed. So what I started doing was when I would do coke, I would fucking take a blue pill. And then the first time they saw it, it was semi-fucking hard. And then in their mind, and then after you have sex with them the first time, then you don't have to take the pill the next time because they could see it in the shrunken state the second time. And they know, they've already seen it. So they know, oh, okay. But if the first time they see it, it's like, I don't care what they say or what
Oh yeah,
you tell them.
it's all like.
Yeah. As they described it, remember it to Seinfeld, I was in the pool, you know about shrinkage, and she goes, it shrinks, and he says, like a frightened turtle. Why does it shrink? It just does.
It just
She goes, I don't know how you guys walk around with those things. And walked out.
It's got to stay to the right.
Yeah, so this is leading us right into our fifth question. So I can't go a whole podcast without asking a sex question because obviously I have issues. So the question I have to ask you is, what is the longest you've ever gone without sex?
17 years.
Is that true?
Yeah, I was 17 years old when I lost my virginity.
Oh, okay. Well, didn't you whacking off kind of?
Dude, I've been married 4 times. I fucking have sex all the goddamn time.
Yeah, you didn't wait till you're 17 to whack off.
Well, does that count as sex?
I don't know. Does it? Todd, you're the expert here. You're our producer. I don't mean expert
how
on
am
sex.
I the expert?
I mean, you're our fact checker. So tell us, does that count?
I mean, if it's still, yeah, and the result's the same. It's a solo.
If you're watching porn, it's kind of like you're there.
Okay, then 15 years.
All right. Yeah, I think it was somewhere around there for me too, right around. Yeah, around
Yeah,
14,
about 15. It
I
was-
discovered it.
I don't know. Okay, this is gonna be stupid, but how did your first time even go? Like, where you all of a sudden just said, "I'm gonna try this." Like, I didn't even know.
You
what
mean
the
the
fuck I-
masturbating
Yeah,
or
I
the
didn't even
actual
know.
sex?
I actually know where I was sitting. No, yeah, because we all masturbated before we had sex.
Yes.
So at least,
I didn't even
if
know
you
that I
didn't,
was
wow.
doing it. I was just rubbing it against something, and next thing I know, I was like, "Oh, that feels pretty good."
I was in Minnesota. I was at a relative's house, and this is you did not expect to get this. I was in their bathroom. I was staying overnight with them because the next day they were going to take me to the airport so I could fly back home to Orange County. And I'm 15, and I'm just in the bathroom, and I did not know how to do this. There's no instruction manual. I just remember everybody going, yeah, doing the jack off. So I'm going, well, it's just okay. Oh, well, look at this. Hello, and he's sick.
I remember the
And
first
he's
time
still
I had
spitting up.
Yeah, you think there's something wrong with it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, this has
you
been
broke
building
it.
up for 15 years. Is this going to stop? Yeah.
I think you broke it.
Fucking clean it up and clean it up, clean it up. Then I'm laying there in bed that night going, I'm going to do that on the plane. And I did.
Oh, my God.
I went to the bathroom it was a DC-10. This is fucking 1976 or something. I'm fucking whacking off in the bathroom on a DC-10.
Does that count as a Mile High Club? I'm not
Hey,
sure.
if it counts as sex, it counts as the Mile High Club. So,
Do you remember in 48 Hours when Eddie Murphy said to that dude, I've been in prison for 3 years. My dick gets hard when the wind blows. He's not wrong.
no, he's not.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about 15 years then.
Yeah, I guess about the same for me then. Somewhere.
What do
around
most people say? Do they even include
there. I
that
never
point?
ask anybody else that.
Really?
No, I ask everybody different questions.
Okay, I just figured being the dog you were, you'd ask everybody that.
I ask weird sex questions of everybody, but
Yeah.
not that one.
This is more intriguing. I mean, I love Johnny Smith, so I just did his a couple months ago, but didn't ask me shit like this.
Now Johnny's more intellectual,
Yeah,
Which-
no, I love Johnny.
Wait a
was
minute.
some-
Wait a minute.
which was
What are you
surprising
trying to say here?
because he
You know what we're trying to say.
All right, I
He-
never said I was
he
smart.
splits time. He does it in the Idiot Radio Studios, and then he does it from his own studio. So like when he tells people he does a show, Inquisitive Minds, and they're coming to Idiot Radio Studios, it's like a contradiction. But
He's a great guy, though. Love
Johnny's
Johnny.
great.
No, yeah, he's been on here. We've had him guest on here. That's tremendous. All right, what do you got coming up? You got anything you want to plug?
Yes, I'm going to be at Rocky Gap Casino in Cumberland, Maryland on December 2nd, headlining there. And then 3rd and 4th, I will be at the Funny Farm in Youngstown.
Awesome. So you want to check him out there.
Yeah. JohnnyLeeDam.com. That's JohnnyLeeDam.com. Also Instagram, Johnny Lee Dam. Twitter, if you want. I don't never go there, but so maybe you can keep my feed company. And then there's Facebook. Johnny Lee Dam at Facebook.
Sweet. Yeah, follow Johnny. He's very funny. And in fact, we're going to find that out right now because Todd, tell Johnny what time it is.
Oh, it's time for Bitch Slap or Bang.
Oh,
yeah, so
okay.
this is our...
My bitch slap Gino. I'm gonna bang Todd.
Oh, well, that wasn't the option, but I'd like to know that, though. But that's
Nice.
cool.
No, I already made up my mind when we came in. You're having a baby.
So you figured out what the premise is. So I'm going to give you two choices.
Okay.
You can tell us which one you'd bitch slap and which one you'd bang. But most importantly, we need to know why. So
Hold on. Let's define the terms. A bitch slap. Open hand, backhand.
however you want.
Okay.
And
Pimp
I think
better
you
have
know
my
what-
money slap.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what bang is. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Somebody ask us that. What do you mean? I said, fuck, sex. No, okay. So do we have the picture up there? He can see what the bitch slap looks like, right?
Yeah,
Any of
it's,
the
it's on the
pictures like
screen
that?
there. It's a picture of Batman slapping.
Oh,
a
okay.
dog.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Got
like
it.
that. So,
Got it. Got
okay,
it.
so the other thing you need to know is these are not real people. So we do
Well, that's
cartoon
weird.
characters, we do movie
Oh,
characters.
okay. Okay. So I would be aware of the persona.
Right.
Okay. Good.
So
All
you're
right.
not like if it's in fact you are getting two movie or TV characters.
Please
so
say
you-
Marlo Thomas.
you
Please say
will
Marlo
not-
Thomas.
No, actually I didn't. No, I went strange on this as I usually do. In fact,
That is
Todd,
strange.
Todd said to me, that was when I gave Lena wanted a guy and a girl because she's bisexual, and I gave her Rapunzel or Popeye. He says, how your mind works, I don't understand. So he's probably gonna say that again because your bitch slapper bang is Nurse Ratchet from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, or Major Houlihan from MASH.
Okay. Bitch slap Radget. Fuck the shit out of Houlihan. Because it's
I
an
agree.
insane asylum.
Yes, I agree. But now here's the
No,
one.
wait. The movie or the series? Because Sally Kellerman was in the movie.
I would
and-
go with the series on MASH.
Okay.
I was thinking
Lauren
about
Metcalf
yeah,
on,
Loretta, whatever her name is.
Yeah, or Laura Swit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Loretta.
Okay, because I do both. I really because Kellerman's got that voice.
Yeah.
Like from back to
Nurse Ratchet was kind of sexy in a weird kind of way, though.
she was a horrible human being.
No, I didn't say she wasn't.
Yeah, no, I vaguely remember Nurse
You wanna
Ratchet
anal
from.
fuck her though. Teach her a lesson.
Oh, yeah, but then I got to wash that off. I don't know, or I could wipe it off on her curtains and listen to her scream twice.
But have you thought about this though? Definitely, Houlihan would be easier to bitch slap. Nurse Ratchet might beat your ass if you try to. Bitch slap.
No, but I think Houlihan would want me to bitch slap her if we're talking Loretta Swit,
Yes.
and then she would tell Penobscot all about it. Donald, her,
Yes.
dude, I fucking know MASH inside and out.
Yes.
But yeah, I would do Kellerman too from the movie.
Oh, me too.
Absolutely from the
Oh,
movie.
who am I kidding? I'd bang all of them. Nurse Ratchet.
I still
don't
can't. I
care.
can't picture her face. I just remember her attitude.
It was
like,
bad.
ugh. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I can't get in touch with that.
This was the first time I had to Google the people.
You didn't know either one of them?
No, I mean I know Mash, but like
You
I
couldn't
didn't know
place who
who
Houlihan
you were
was?
talking
Margaret.
about. Yeah, I had to. That was the first time.
The one that Alan Alda fucked with all the time. She,
They ended
her
up
and
fucking
Major
too. Though.
Burns
They,
was,
they ended
yeah.
up doing it when they were doing the whole inventory before they were
Oh
bugging
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I know my fucking MASH. that series lasted longer than the war.
Oh no doubt.
No, conflict. It wasn't a war. It was a conflict.
Yes. All
God, I hate
right,
being
so
this
that's our bitch slapper bang. That was
That was
tremendous.
it? Just that one?
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah.
Well, you already told us you would bitch slap me and bang Todd. So
yeah,
that's
well,
okay. I'm
yeah,
all right with it.
I mean, just
Yes.
we only need one set of gray hair in the bed. That's all I'm saying.
I don't have any hair, so what's the difference?
Oh no, it goes south. You do. Trust me. I mean,
How do you know? Were you? I told you not to look. When we went to the men's room, I knew he was looking.
I'm
knew
much older than you think. I think I'm almost 47.
no, you're not much older than I thought you were.
Really?
No, you're right. You're right where I thought you were. You're right. You're right. Man, I was thinking 45ish.
Yeah.
But let me tell you what's in store for you. When it gets down here,
Yeah.
I have like 2 snow cones with overripe cherries.
Ah.
And then it goes further south, and I have a mix of auburn and gray, but it's not like together. It's fucking side by side like some sort of Disney penis villain. It's fucking weird.
That's cool though.
Yeah, it is cool, but until your wife goes, "What the fuck is that?"
I am pretty sure that our audience has been sitting here the whole time wondering, wonder what his fucking pubic hair looks like.
Now you know. Now you know. Now you know. It's not just this beauty here. It's down
On
below.
stage, naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cruella Deville on the nutsack.
Yeah.
Here's the
That's a
thing.
good look.
When I was on stage naked, I do a bit. I haven't done it in a while when I talk about manscaping and junk and how it got called junk. And I'm not going to do the bit. I'm just going to say I physicate some of it, and I talk about how I pick out someone in the audience. I tell them, yeah, you know, your wife's going to ask you to manscape, but you're going to do it. You're not going to bitch. You're not going to moan. You're not going to complain. You're going to do it. And here's why. Because when you're done, she has to look at it. And you can sit there and just fucking wiggle back and forth. Maybe even helicopter like Daddy taught you.
I have to tell you, with all the weight loss that's going on, I'm like a pug dog down there. So manscaping, I gotta like move everything around and like make sure I don't cut anything. Terrible. It's terrible.
And make sure, definitely, don't cut anything. Yeah.
This took a bad turn here.
Have you ever manscaped?
Oh, of course.
You got buckwheat down there.
Of course I have, but we really don't want to talk about that.
Yes, we do. No, why do you think I brought it up?
This-
Don't put a
this
microphone in
has-
front of me and tell me I can't
This
ask you a
has
question.
turned badly.
Who's the
Three
guest
dudes
now?
talking about trimming her dick. Great.
No, not the dick, the
Great
hair.
podcast.
I started
The
that
hair.
early. I didn't do. I mean, doing it for the gray hair, but I started that early to make it look bigger than it was.
Well, it does look
I mean,
bigger
yeah,
when you trim it, yeah.
it's an illusion.
Yeah.
But I
I
always
always
do
thought
the-
I had a huge dick, and then I found out I just have small hands, and so it looks bigger. But all right, so this is a weird fucking.
This is the first time I've seen you fluster.
Because we never talked about shaving our balls for at length. God. All right.
I used to
I'm
own
like it
2
way
stations
better.
like
should
this.
try
I'm
to-
used to
when
this.
We should
Peaches
try
was
to
talking
nair
ab-
or something. You know.
When Peaches was talking about buying a dick,
trying
that
to
was
keep
way
it
more
going.
interesting. You could try. Cut his mic off. So
He's
God
got
damn
the
it, he's
board.
the producer. I know. All right, so we got to plug a couple things. So I got a show the 24th, the night before Thanksgiving in New Ken. I forget the venue, but come see us there. And then the Saturday after Thanksgiving, the 27th, I will be. Where am I going to be? Steubenville. I'll be at the Spot in Steubenville. You need any information on those, go to my comedy page, Gino at Gino Comedy. It's all there. So are all the podcasts, Stupid Joke of the Day. It's all there. Then the next podcast we got coming up, 2 weeks from today, December 1st, we got Marcus Cox coming
nice.
in here.
I love Marcus. Just
Yeah.
worked with him the other night in Indiana at the Voodoo Brewing.
Marcus is very funny, so you want to be here for that.
I got to get you on that show, by the way.
Oh, that'd be great.
Indiana, PA, not Indiana, the state.
Either one's fine with me. Yeah,
think
that'd
you're
be
allowed in
great.
Indiana.
And then I'll start hyping it now. 2 weeks after Marcus comes in on the 15th, we're gonna do our Christmas special that like we did last year. And last year we had Don Arner as our guest for the Christmas special, and this year we got Trevor Austin coming in to be
Oh, nice.
for our special for Christmas. So that'll be Gino's.
I'm never going to call him the Bone, by the way.
as I didn't.
Yeah, just so you know. I'm Trevor.
If he-
I love you, but I'm never calling you the Bone.
Yeah, he could call himself whatever he wants.
We've
when
had
he
that
gets there.
conversation several times.
Yes.
Let's get people interactive too. Let's maybe come up with a punishment for Bubby for next week when he comes, or next show when he comes back. Send that, inbox it, or put it in the comments section.
Yeah, that's a great idea. If you please go in the comment section and tell us what we should do to Bubby when he comes
He
back.
could wax his balls on there.
We're really into the
Now
fucking.
I found
Manscaping. We're getting
This
into
is something
manscaping.
with you.
He's so into the fucking
Now I'm not
manscaping.
gonna
Like he wants to fucking
drop
trim
it.
everybody's balls now.
Can we just all agree not to call it junk anymore, though?
Yeah, I never did.
This is
so.
not junk. I polish it daily. It's not junk.
On that note,
I'll let you get the last one, and it's your podcast.
before they keep talking about ball sacks and hair trimming and
I can't believe that we found something that makes you uncomfortable.
Do you know what the seam? What
I've been
what
to jail,
caused the
Todd.
seam? Do you know what caused the seam on your scrotum?
and you're going to tell me.
Yes, I am.
Sure.
Yes, I
No.
am.
What?
That's where your vagina was before you became a man. Seriously, that's where it's closed up, and because everyone
it is.
starts out as female.
There it is.
Everyone starts out
Please,
as female.
trans people, do not write me. That was Johnny Lee.
No,
Band.
that's a medical fact.
I don't
I
care.
can't believe this is a new side of me, Gene.
Yeah, he is really uncomfortable. I didn't think I could make him. I came here. And
I'm really hard to make
I think
uncomfortable.
Johnny wins an award. We got something over on
I'm
the
really
shelf
hard
we
to
can
make
give him?
uncomfortable.
I
But
can't wait to come
he
back.
found it. Let's talk about shaving our nuts some more.
But we could have a complete,
Great fucking radio.
we
yeah.
could have a complete
All the
conversation about buying dildos.
All
but
6 people that were watching this
shaving
all
our
went,
nuts.
click.
Shaving our nuts is off the
Oh,
table.
shit. Yeah, we might have it. Let's not do that next time when Mark is here. We're gonna have a shave your nuts
I
contest.
forgot to tell you. We just got a sponsorship from Manscaped. We're gonna start sponsoring.
Oh my
this show.
God! I forgot to mention our sponsor. It's not Manscaped, although apparently we're gonna be having. I'm sure they'll be calling.
I'm calling them now.
But please go to Southern Yanks Smokehouse in Washington, PA. That's our official sponsor. Their food is amazing.
it was. I was a little
The dude's-
disappointed you didn't bring it this week.
I'm sorry. You hear that, Bruno? Todd was disappointed. So that food is fantastic. It's on Chestnut Street in Washington. And if you tell them Gino sent you, they'll give you 15% off your meal.
I gotta try that because I love smoked barbecue. Because I have a smoker, I have a wood, I have a stick burner, I have a gasser, and I have a pellet grill. I've got a nice little outdoor kitchen. So yeah,
Yeah, you got to try that place.
I got my shit together on that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try and get some food here next time.
Manscaped.
Oh, sure, next time.
Stomach.
Yeah, when you're not
boners.
here.
Fucker.
Manscaped stomach boners for me, Gino. That's what that is.
All right, we're going to end that note on ball shaving and manscaping. Those of you who just love that topic, please tune in next time. Well, we'll talk about shaving your asshole next time, right here on Gino's Comic to Comic podcast. Thank you. Good night. Please turn the goddamn mics off.
Everyone knows you.